Very good morning. Good morning. Determinant of a square matrix. Now here this determinant is associated with the square matrix basically. Okay, square matrix is when you have the number of rows equal to the number of columns. So that is a square matrix. And a determinant of a matrix is the number that is associated with a square matrix and is denoted. Okay, this is something which is related to a square matrix. So let us understand by the definition. When you have a 2 into 2 matrix, that is A, B, C, D, there is associated with a number, and that is called as a determinant. So what happens here is we are going to find out one number out of this 2 into 2 matrix. Okay, that is associated with the square matrix. Now how do we find that number? The determinant of a matrix is nothing but the cross multiplication of the elements. When it is 2 into 2 matrix, you directly cross multiply. You start with the left side top corner. Okay, so A into D minus B into C, or C into B. Okay, this can happen, but start from A into C. Start from the top corner, A into D. Okay, so this is determinant of a matrix. Now what we have to notice, determinant of a matrix is not given with brackets. You'll just have two straight lines. Okay, it's enclosed by two straight lines. It will not have a bracket. So that is how you will be able to differentiate between the matrix and the determinant. So in a matrix, you will have the brackets on both the sides. When it is determinant, it is just two straight lines for the matrix. Okay, and then there are two types of solving the matrix, especially 3 into 3 matrix. 2 into 2 matrix, there is only one way, where you just have to cross multiply AD and BC and you have to subtract them. You'll get a number. This is the only way to solve the 2 into 2 matrix. When it comes to 3 into 3 matrix, we have two ways to solve. Because if you see 3 into 3 matrix will have 3 rows and 3 columns. So in that, first one is minor expansion method and the next one is Saras diagram method. So we'll be learning out of these two. First we will learn minor expansion matrix. This is very important for examination, and then if it is required only, we will study the Saras, because it is not much of relevance when it is in your syllabus. Okay, your syllabus also doesn't say it has much relevance. So first we will learn minor expansion matrix. Now before getting into the solution or solving the problems, you should understand what is the sign positions of the determinants. So whatever the coefficients will be there inside the determinants, okay, these are not called elements. Okay, in a determinant, none of the numbers are called as elements. They are called as coefficients of a matrix. Okay, they're called as coefficients of a matrix. Now in 2 into 2, we start from plus, minus. So first line we start from plus and then we have an alternative sign minus. In the second row, it will start with the opposite sign from the first row. So that is minus and then opposite sign plus. Okay, so this will be the sign position of the determinant 2 into 2 matrix. Now coming to 3 into 3, we start from plus and then go on with the alternative sign. So plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. So there's a continuation. So it is easy to remember the 3 into 3 matrix sign position. Now let us just see 4 into 4 matrix. So plus, minus, plus, minus. First row, you start with plus and then you go on with the alternate sign, that is the plus and then minus, again plus, again minus. But when it comes to second row, every first row you will start with the plus, second row you'll start with the minus. So minus, plus, minus, plus. Again, you will start with plus. So plus, minus, plus, minus. Again, start with minus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay. Even for 5 into 5 matrix, you start with plus. Again, you'll end with plus here. Okay. You start with minus, you end with minus, like this. Again, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Again, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, like this. You go on giving the sign position. Now these sign positions in the determinants are very, very helpful when we solve the problems. Okay, so let us see the minor expansion method, how it will be done. Now coming to minor expansion method, let A is equal to, this is a matrix, this is a 3 into 3 matrix. Now they have not given you any numbers. Instead, they have used the variables A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. This is a 3 into 3 matrix. And we have to see how do we solve this 3 into 3 matrix. Now, before solving 3 into 3 matrix, let us go on and solve one or two into 2 matrix so that you will know how to find the determinant. Okay, any doubts until here? Everybody understood? Okay, good. So let us start with the 2 into 2 matrix. We'll solve few problems and then we will go to the other part. Okay, so the first problem. Okay, good. Lakshmi has got the answer. Good, Lakshmi. Okay, so the first problem is determinant A is 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are supposed to solve for this. Okay, now first what you're supposed to do is, when it is a 2 into 2 matrix, I told you, you are supposed to cross multiply the values. Correct? So here what will happen? 4 into 1 minus 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. Okay, we'll take 3 into 2 is equal to 4 ones are 4 minus 3 twos are 6. So the value here is minus 2. So therefore, determinant A is equal to minus 2. That's all. I just cross multiplied the numbers here and then I subtracted both the numbers. So we get determinant A directly. Okay. Now let us do the next question. Now the next question here is also a determinant solution. Determinant B is equal to 4 minus 5, 2 and minus 8. Again do the cross multiplication. So determinant B is equal to 4 into minus 8 minus minus 5 into 2. So 4 into minus 8 is minus 32. 8 4s are 32. Minus 5 2s are minus 10. So we have lot of minus here. So be careful when you're doing the problem. Okay, so this is minus 32 minus of minus 10. So minus 32 minus into minus is plus 10. So minus 32 plus 10 will give you minus 22. So therefore, the determinant B is, determinant B is equal to minus 22. So this is the value of this determinant. Understood? Did you all understand how to solve it? Okay, good. So wait a second. Okay. So now solve this then. Solve this determinant and say me the answer. And also this. What will be the answer for first determinant A? 12. Good. What is the answer for determinant B then? Solve the second one. Second one is -7. Very good. So here it is 3 into 3 minus -4 into -4. So 3 3s are 9 minus of -4, that is 16. So this is plus 16. So 9 minus 16 is -7. So this is going to be here. Okay. So we have understood the 2 into 2 matrix. Now let us understand 3 into 3 matrix. How do we solve? Using the minor expansion method. Okay. If at all this is a 3 into 3 matrix where you have first row as A, B, C, second row as A2, B2, C2, and third row is A3, B3, and C3. Okay. Now in this matrix, what we are supposed to do is first we have to analyze what is the sign position. Now for a 3 into 3 matrix, the sign position is going to be plus minus plus. Okay, first row I told you will start with plus. The second row will start with minus. Again, the third row will start with plus. Okay, so we can find the determinant of A by considering the first row or second row of third row. That is OR. Okay, so we can find the determinant either by considering only first row or by second row or by third row. Anything you can do. So let us see how it is to be solved. Now if you take a first row, now let me rewrite that determinant here, which is A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay, so this is the determinant values. Now here what will happen is we are considering the first row. When you consider the first row, A1, okay, when you consider, one second, when you consider the first row here, what you're supposed to do is A1 is considered, then leave out this first row and first column. Okay, leave out the first row and first column. Okay, so what is remaining with you? The remaining elements are B2, C2, B3 and C3. Correct? So what we will do is we will find the determinant of this 2 into 2 matrix. Okay, so A1 into B2, C2, B3, C3. See, if you see here, that is the first calculation. If you consider first row, just consider A1 and then remove the first row and first column. So what are the other remaining elements or the coefficients that will be taken as the minor? Okay, so this part, only this calculation is called the minor of the element. It is a small part of the complete determinant, so that is why it is called as a minor. Okay, and now this was for first element, that is A1. Now let us do the same thing for B1. Okay, so the next this thing is same A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. In the same thing, now I am going to consider, okay, I am going to consider B1. Okay, this is the main coefficient that we will be considering for the second one. So since you are considering the first row, the element in the first row, remove that first row and the second column. Okay, remove the first row and the second column. Why second column? Because I have chosen B1, which is part of second column. So what is remaining apart from this? What else is remaining with us? We have A3 B A3 and A2 and A3, C2 and C3. So these four elements, so if you see here, you have A2, C2, A3, C3. So that is what is remaining: A2, C2, A3, C3. Okay, we are going to find the determinant of this 2 into 2 matrix, which is nothing but minor of the element B1. Okay, are you all able to follow? Okay, good. Now, finally, since I'm considering the first row, we have the C element. So let us see how to find for C element. Now, same matrix A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Okay, same thing. Now here I am going to consider C as the main element. Okay, C1 is the main element. Since I am considering it in the first row, so I will leave out first row. Okay, and since C1 is also part of the third column, we are going to leave out the third column also. Okay, once we leave the third column and the first row, what else is remaining with us? The remaining is A2, B2, A3, B3. Okay, so this has to be taken for the calculation of determinant: A2, B2, A3, B3. Okay, now this will give you the minor of the elements in the first row. Okay, did you all understand how to consider this? Any doubt still here? Okay, good. Very good. Now, similarly, we can do the same calculations by taking second row columns. Now, when you take second row elements, right, then you will take out this row and this column. So what else is remaining? B1, C1, B3, C3. Okay, like this you can take for each of them. We will solve the problems in by taking different rows, so you'll be able to understand. Now, another important thing that you're supposed to understand is, okay, another important thing that you're supposed to understand is, the sign position of 3 into 3 matrix. Now, what is the sign position of 3 into 3 matrix, especially in the first row? So, in the first row, the 3 into 3 matrix had plus, minus, plus, then it was minus, plus, minus, and then plus, minus, plus. Correct? So, first row had plus, minus, plus. So, when you take first row, plus A1 minus B1 plus C1. Are you all able to understand? According to the sign position here, you will have to consider the sign. So plus A1 plus minus B1 plus C1. Suppose you take second row, then minus A2, you will have minus A2, you will have plus B2, and then minus C2 here. Okay, so that is why sign positions for a determinant is very important, because it will help you to solve the problem completely. Understood? Understood the sign position? Okay. Now let us go to the problems directly. Now coming to the problem, determinant of C is equal to 1, minus 1, 3, 4, 6 and minus 2. So here we will consider, okay, we will consider first row and solve. Later in the other problems we will consider second row and solve, and then last row and also solve. Okay, now first we'll only consider the first row. Now in considering first row, what you will have to do is determinant of C is equal to, the sign position for the first row is plus, minus, plus. Okay, so for the first one, for the first element, it is plus only, so it will be 1. Now since I am taking the first element here, let me rewrite it. 1 minus 1, 3, 4, 6 minus 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. Since I am taking the element here already, which one? 1 I am taking. So I have to leave the first row and also first column. So what are the numbers remaining? The numbers remaining are, I'll have 1 into 6 minus 2, 3, 1. So this is the determinant that we have. Yeah, 6 minus 2, 3 and 1. Okay, so this is the first determinant. Now for the next which I am considering is minus 1. I considered 1 and I got the determinant. Now the next one I am considering is minus 1. So for minus 1, I will again take out this, and I'll again take out this one, this part. Let me change the color. Yeah, I'll again take out this first row. First row you will not consider. Then now since minus 1 is in the second column, I will not consider the second column. So when I don't consider second column, okay, what is remaining with me? 4 and 4, minus 2 and minus 2 and 1. Okay, 4 and 4. So now the next calculation will be minus of minus 1. Why minus of minus 1? If you see here, there is already minus which has to be taken. Again, the element is minus 1. So I will take minus of minus 1, and then we will consider the remaining numbers. What are the remaining numbers? Into, you will have 4, 4, minus 2, 1. Did you all understand? Okay. Now moving further. Good, good, very good. Let us consider the last element. The last element is 3 in the first row. So 1 minus 1, 3, 4, 6 minus 2, 4, 3, 1. This is the determinant. Now we considered 4, we considered 1, we considered minus 1. Now we'll consider my 3. Okay, so which means again first row will go and the third column will go. So what is remaining? Correct, Lakshmi. So what is remaining with us is, I'll just write down here, plus 3 into 4, 6, 4, 3. This is what is remaining with us. Now, if we solve this, we will get one number, and that is the value of determinant for 3 into 3 matrix. Good, good. Others also have given the answers. Gauri, Kavya. Yeah, very good, very good. Gauri, it's 4, 4. Okay, you have given it in a different format, is it? Okay, 4, 4, 6, 3. Okay, fine, good. So this is how you define. You have to first elaborate the determinant, 3 into 3 determinant, and then only you will be able to solve. Any doubts in this step? First, Semi, any doubts in this step before I solve this? No. Good. So let us start solving this. So we will consider each of the minor. Now I told you this part, this small determinant calculation is called the minor of an element. In examination, they will also ask you to find the minor that we will be learning again separately. Okay, so this is called as minor of an element. Okay, now let us start solving this. So what do we have here? We had 1 into 6 minus 2, 3 and 1. Correct? Okay, you get 12, 12 and minus 36. So what you have to do is, no, Yashashwini, not minus 12, my dear. Final answer is minus 12. Gauri, final answer is minus 12, not plus 12. Yeah, minus 12. Good. Okay, so let us solve this. So you will have is equal to 1 into, what was the matrix that we had? 6 minus 2, 3 and 1. Correct? 6 minus 2, 3 and 1. So we'll have to cross multiply. So what you will have here is 6 into 1. Okay. And then 6 ones are 6. Okay. Minus 2 into 3. This is the first one. Now the second one, minus of minus 1 into 4 minus 2, 4 and 1. So we will keep it as it is. Minus of minus 1. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think minus of minus 1, we can take it up as plus 1. Plus 1, and then what is the matrix for the second one? 4, 4 minus 2, 1. Cross multiply. 4 into 1 minus 2 into 4. Okay, and then finally plus 3 into the matrix is 4, 6, 4, 3. So that is gonna be cross multiplication. 4 3s are minus 4 into 6. Since it's the first problem, I'm doing it very, very elaboratively. Okay. So from the next problem, you can skip this step and directly multiply and write the answers. That you can do, no problem. Now the next step, 1 into 6 ones are 6 minus 2 threes are 6. But here it is going to be minus 6 because minus 2 into 3. Next, plus 1 into 4 ones are 4 minus minus 2 into 4 is minus 8. 3 into 4 threes are 12 minus 6 fours are 24. Okay, so now 1 into 6 into minus is plus, so 6 plus 6 plus 1 into 4 minus into minus is plus, so 4 plus 8 plus 3 into 12 minus 24. So 1, 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 1 into 8 plus 4 is also 12. Okay, 1 second. 12 plus 3 into 12 minus 24 is minus 12. Okay, now do the multiplication. 1 into 12 is 1 into 12 is 12. Then again 1 into 12 is 12 plus 3 into minus 12 is minus 36. So 12 plus 12 is 24 minus 36. So determinant of C is minus 12. This is your answer. Okay, determinant of C is minus 12. Any doubts in this problem? Okay, good. So we'll do one thing. We will solve one more problem, similar kind. Okay, now this is the problem. They will just give you evaluate and they'll give you a 3 into 3 matrix or a determinant. So you are supposed to solve this and find the value of the determinant. Okay, so let us start. Now we'll do the first row only. Okay, in the next problems we'll do the second row. First understand the first row problem. So we are only considering the first row elements. So which means first I will consider, let me change the color here. So first I will consider 3. Okay, the sign position is plus, minus, plus. Don't forget that for the first row. Okay, so first one is plus 3. So I'll keep it as it is. Now, can you say me which elements I have to take in the determinant? Let us see if you have understood or not. So taking this 3, if I take this 3, which elements should I write in the determinant? Which element should I write here as the matrix? 8, 2, 12 and 2. Good, good, very good. Yes, Kirtana, Yashashwini, Netra, Gauri, Bhavya. Yeah, correct, Janavi. Good. So we'll have to take 8, 2, 12 and 2. I want others also to answer. If you don't understand this, this is a compulsory question in your examination. Okay. Okay, good, Aishwarya. Now, so this was the first element. Now for the second element, we'll have to go with minus sign, and the second one is Spurti, for which is that answer? Determinant A is equal to 36. Okay, anyways, get back here. So minus 8. How did I get minus 8? The sign position is minus and the second element is 8. Final answer. No, my dear, that is not the final answer. Okay, now here which matrix should I get? 6, 2, 9, 2. It's in the reverse order, Padma. Don't reverse the order of the matrix. Don't take third row to the second row. 9, 2, 6, 2 is correct. Okay? Yeah, correct. Others are giving the answers. Good, good. So 9, 2, 6, 2. Now the third element again plus. I'll take 6. Okay, now say me what are the matrix elements? I've taken 6 plus 6. 9, 8, 6, 12. Okay, good. 9, 8, 6, 12. So these are the elements. Good, very good, very good. Now solve this. Solve all 2 into 2 matrix. Good, good, Pavan. Gauri, Lakshmi, Yashashwini, Kavya, Padma, Netra. Everybody has given the answer. Bhavya, Poojana, Sushmita, Rajalakshmi. Yeah, very happy, very happy. Good. Yes, Bharat. Good. Now solve all of